When interns come to Roblox, we're trying to do real work, and it's a limited time frame. That limited time frame, in a sense, can have positive creative tension. We're not waiting. We're putting them directly to work on projects with a great mentor inside of a great group or team. Interns are trying to get something built, possibly get something live in a span of months. You're getting a little glimpse of what someone who's still in school can create or build when they're put in an environment where they're treated like a professional. We're hoping you're amazed in seeing what the interns are doing at Roblox.
So I have some interesting news for Kevin. At the beginning of summer, before his internship started, Kevin told me he's really interested in doing machine learning. And we had found him a project that straddles backend and machine learning. But we just discovered that we have to pivot away from it and do full machine learning. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but I think he can handle it, and it's gonna be great.
It's the beginning of week 3 for me. There's been a little bit of a hiccup. Now I have to pivot.
My manager sat me down and told me that the project was changing. I had already finished my starter task, had onboarded completely, and so having to switch context to the machine learning platform and just start onboarding again was a little nerve-wracking.
Now, if we want to reuse kind of the same code surface, how are we supposed to tell if we're coming in from console versus desktop in this particular case?
I'm very comfortable with the code base, having kind of worked on this side of the code in my previous internships, but I've definitely had to push myself a lot more to reach out to other people, communicate more proactively with other teams, and make sure that the project is staying on track.
It's almost the end of week 3. It's been really challenging so far, more challenging than I was expecting, but I actually really enjoy that because that means I've been learning a lot and doing a lot of new work that I've never done before.
I think it's going to take a little bit for the feeling to sink in that I'm actually interning at Roblox, but I'd say being a Robloxian is part of supporting the grand vision.
Being a Robloxian means you love to create and you love to enable creation.
To experience things from other perspectives.
To create things for the greater good.
Being responsible, action-driven, and I don't know, being friendly with everyone. I feel like that's we all share as Robloxians.
So something that I've been working on is creating a centralized workforce management system that you can kind of see here, where mod leads can view the moderators in their group, view their status, online, offline, they can view what queue they're working on. So this is like the first step in more dynamic moderation.
I actually have a little empathy towards this because in the very first few days of Roblox when we started, the 4 of us, we were moderators.
Oh, wow.
So what you're working on is near and dear to us.
Yeah.
It's kind of the foundation of the platform. I just went and visited 4 interns. It's interesting because everything they were working on was core on our civility stuff. We were talking about the moderation pipeline. We were talking about using ML to make the experience better. All of the projects were right in line with our values.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you as well.
What's the biggest thing you've learned so far? What's the biggest takeaway?
In machine learning, every step is a step forward. Even when the model fails and even when things don't work out, progress is everything.
If you got it on the first try, you're not really trying anything interesting, so you should feel good about that. So I just met with 4 of our interns. They're all incredible, and I heard about how their projects were going. It'll be pretty exciting for them to have to then take their idea and present it and get everyone else to understand what they've done, the impact of it. So I think that's going to be an excellent next step in their growth.
Okay, so now fun historical thing. You said Roblox 2009?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's changed a lot since then. Been around through all the rebranding, all the website changes, you know, everything.
You have literally a 14-year historic perspective.
Yeah.
You've gone from user to creator to developer. Like, thank you.
No problem. Thank you for working on this.
It's
of
awesome.
course. Being able to share my passion with Dave just about this platform and how as a developer I really have a belief in aiming to make this platform a place for all creators. Being able to speak to that directly to him was definitely a great opportunity.
I definitely couldn't have imagined starting out as an intern that I would get to talk to the CEO. I feel very lucky and appreciative that I got to have that experience.
The biggest thing I got out of the conversation with Dan was just keep moving forward. Even if there are hiccups and even if there are pivots in the process, that's all part of the software development. After the pivot, something that came up that we realized would add complexity to the project was the lack of great data. So for machine learning, data is the most important thing in the entire world. Something we've been doing is finding a way to artificially increase the amount of data, and implementing that has added a lot of complexity to the overall project. And so we're still continuing to find bugs and trying to iterate on it.
I thought we had a feature flag guarding the changes. Did that not work? Or?
Yeah, there was this weird situation where even with the feature flag off, for some reason that first event would still be sent. And so I think the website was crashing for some people. When I started working on the ability for mods to show if they're online or not, that was a very consequential part of the project because I thought that I was finished with it and I was super excited that I was done. And then it turns out that the library I was using was very outdated. That change had to be reverted, and then I had to find a different library to use.
Things are really ramping up. The project is on a bit of a tight deadline at this point. It's been a lot of long days getting features in, making bug fixes. The fact that there are multiple teams that really want to have sign-off and stakeholdership of the project that I'm working on is very different from previous projects. That pressure is a little bit new, but it also means that, I'm working on something really important and that brings meaning to it.
I think it's definitely scary. The scope has changed drastically.
Really strong execution. There is definitely a line where, hey, I want to go too fast.
If you could drive the solutions more, I know you can do it.